You want some kisses? You want some love and kisses? Yeah. I love you. Yes, anak. Vitamins ka, ha? plano ko kasi tapusin lahat ng edits talaga tonight. Tapos may mga meetings pa rin ako towards latter part ng gabi. So, yes, Daniel, are you hungry? You want food na? Okay, I'll make you some food. Hold on. Yes, baby, what can I do for you? You wanna eat there? You wanna eat there? Okay, sige. Kung lang din ang pagkain ko tapos sabay tayo kumain. Ha? Room. Tabi tayo. Set my food, ha? Ganyan. Anak, antok ka na? Okay. Sige po, konti na lang 'to, patapos na. Last na 'to tapos sleep na tayo, ha?
This year, so today is November 29, and is the island idea. So let's
Anak, matutulog na tayo. Are you okay to sleep? Sleep na?